What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be working on getting my Whirly custom fab coolant tank and upper radiator hose put in my 2020 here behind me. At first I really wasn't going to make this video, but I figured it'd be a nice clean little install to do, and I haven't done anything on my 20 yet in regards to piping, so I figured, you know what? The 20 is a little bit different from the 17 and 19, the tank location. Usually the tank's over there on the 17 to 19 trucks. On the 20s, it's on the driver's side. They redid the system, so it's a lot better design. And after looking at this, it looks like it's not really held in there. On the 17 and 19, you gotta move the battery, everything like that. This tank's a lot easier to get at, so I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to install that. A couple things I did notice while I was in here. One, like I said, a lot easier to get at. And another thought when I was looking at this tank was, I wish it would come out with the trans cooler, I believe, tank. That would clean up the engine bay a lot as well. And like I said, we'll also be doing the upper radiator hose. Another thing that I did notice was on the 20s, the upper radiator hose kind of sits in this little bracket right here. So hopefully over time, it doesn't rub the powder coating off. You can't really unbolt it. Well, you can't unbolt it because it's like hard designed in here. It's actually a part of this right here. So nothing you can do about that. But I guess we'll see how Whirly's powder coating holds up. So without further ado, I'm gonna get the resonator box off and get everything out of the way. We'll probably start with the tank, so I'm not reaching over this, scratching this as I'm doing the tank. So without further ado, we'll dive into it. And next week, probably off camera, I already did the hot side pipe install at one point. Same concept, so I'm not really gonna show that to bore you guys to death. We'll just do the couple things that haven't been shown yet, so let's get right on into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually go ahead and drain the coolant. You want to get your fender liner out. The drain peacock is right in here, right there, so we'll get the coolant bucket under there. Get some of it drained out. I'm not going to drain it all the way. You basically just, I assume, need enough to get it out of the tank, so I'll probably drain about half the coolant out and then disconnect the hose and see where I'm at. If coolant's still pouring out, I'll hook the I'll undo the peacock again, drain some more out, but basically I'll go from there, just get it out of the tank and basically see where I'm at. So here's all my piping here. We've got the coolant tank right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this unwrapped, see what I got to unbolt up top. But one thing that I might have already said, I wish I got the coolant cap powder coated gloss white. I probably should have specified. I said I want everything with the clamps like that done gloss white. I didn't specify this. I would assume that they would have thought I wanted that, but like I said, my bad, it wasn't specific. So at some point, I'm gonna pull this off and just have someone local powder coat this way, just to pull everything together, because I think that's gonna look a little bit odd being black. I'm all about the little details, but like I said, we'll see how it is. I know I'm not gonna like it, I already don't like it now, but at some point we will get that done gloss white like the clamps are. Got the coolant draining real fast. One thing that you want to do, you don't want to take that out all the way, kind of just let it be like that to get all the pressure out of the system, because it's going to make a huge mess if you take that out immediately. So while that drains, I'm going to start over here. You want to take a little pair of channel locks. I'm going to get this disconnected here. This return hose, I think it's the overflow. Usually that just kind of dumps out, but for whatever reason it looks like on here it goes back to the radiator and then the turbo coolant return line. I'm going to get that off. So start by getting these two hoses off and then we'll go from there. So I want to show you guys a quick little trick as well in case you're doing this. So a lot of times over time of the hoses being on here, they get real stuck together. Just take a pair of channel locks. It's hard to do it with one hand. Don't squeeze it too hard because you'll break it or possibly rip the hose. So kind of just put the channel locks on here, twist this. That will break that free, then you can pull it right out. I'm going to do the same thing with both these because I assume they're both going to be basically welded in there. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so I got the three 10mm bolts out. 1, 2 there, and 3's down in there. I had a 10mm basically ratcheting wrench, I would say, to get that off. Next thing is, I don't know how tight this is in here. I might have to pull this box out. I'll see in a second. I don't want to scratch a new one, get it in. I know I can probably definitely get this out of here and not care, but the new box I don't want to scratch. So I'm going to see how hard it is to remove this real fast and go from there. So I just went ahead and disconnected the batteries. There's definitely not going to be enough room to remove the coolant tank. I thought there was going to, but there's not. So I took that bolt out down in there. As you can see, that was a 10. I thought that was holding the fuse box, but it's not. I went ahead, these are 7mm. I loosened these 4 up. Apparently they don't come out all the way because I was twisting them and they weren't lifting up and out. So now that this is loose, I'm gonna go ahead. There's some clips down here. I'm gonna take a flathead screwdriver, pop those out, pull the fuse box, you know, probably 3 inches forward, and that should be all the room in the world that you need to get this tank out and get the new one in. Got the fuse box up and out of the way here. Turned out to be a bigger pain than what I thought, so basically I got to pull it all the way up, pull forward as much as I can. I'm still fighting it back here to get it to clear this without breaking this, so taking my time. So now I'm gonna move down into here and get the tank level sensor out. Disconnect that hose there. I'm gonna do that from up top with a flathead screwdriver. Just disconnect that, and then I believe that's about it, and we get the tank pulled. Okay, so I got everything disconnected, got the hose off. As you can see, got the sensor off in there. So basically all it's left to do right now is just lift the tank up and out. Probably gonna have to fight it a good bit, but I'm gonna work on that now. Get that pulled out, and we'll get the new one in. Got the tank out. Basically what I had to do was twist it like this, went like that, and it came right out. So as you can see, ton more room in there now. We'll go ahead and gently get this new one in. I'm probably gonna leave the bubble wrap on it until I can get it put in, just so I don't scratch it. Get it dropped in basically all the way, then pull the bubble wrap off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So like always, I'm striking out. On the new tank, there's supposed to be a tank level sensor. I went through the whole box, couldn't find it anywhere in here. So I decided to look at the packing instructions to see if they checked it off, whether or not it will be in here. And as you can see, it says back ordered, I guess B-O, B/O. I assume back ordered, but as you can see, I ordered on 11/30/21. We're now mid-April. Still hasn't showed up, so gotta call Worley today and see, or tomorrow, and see where we're at on this tank level sensor so I can get this tank put in. I got it unwrapped, hoping it was in there somewhere, but it is not. So like always, my luck, things don't go as planned. So guess I'm gonna take the resonator box off and basically call it a day for now until that tank level sensor shows up. Hopefully it's soon. I didn't even bother to go through the box. Normally Worley's pretty good, but they're a huge company, so sometimes stuff falls through the cracks. So contact them tomorrow, see what's going on with the tank level sensor, then we'll get this new tank dropped in. So I guess my truck's dead in the water for now, but it is what it is. Alright, so that's about it for this video, guys. I'm not gonna move forward anymore today. I want to get this tank level sensor so I can get that put in so I'm not beating up my other stuff by accident. You got to reach over all the stuff in here, so don't want to accidentally bump anything. So I'm gonna contact Worley tomorrow, hopefully get that sensor in by the end of the week, get this tank put in, and then we'll move forward with getting the rest of the stuff put in. So now that this happened, I'll probably show the install of everything. So if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a big thumbs up. Stay tuned to next week, hopefully, so I get the rest of the stuff put in. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Stop this conversation.